So, Liz Truss's speech to conference yesterday went well, didn't it? If going well is akin to landing with all the grace of a fairy elephant. From going on stage to end people's moving on up, which has now apparently instigated legal action for the ban due to no permission being sought to use it, and the fact they're hardly Tory supporters. Here's vocalist Heather Small rocking an anti-Rwanda deportation top. The speech itself descended into madness with all this talk of an anti-growth coalition, which basically formed a list of entities Truss has designated as her enemies. Donald Trump 101. Her anti-growth coalition, as she's called it, consists of trade unions, Labour, Lib Dems, SNP, Brexit deniers, Migrants, Extinction, Rebellion, talking heads, vested interests, dressed up as think tanks. Frankly, anyone who disagrees with her. Notice that hedge funds betting against the UK or tax avoidance centres like the Caymans or the British Virgin Islands don't get a mention, though. And notice the growth they have achieved in food banks, bankers' bonuses, A&E waiting lists or inflation. Being anti-growth in the unhinged, fevered brain of Liz Truss is instead anyone calling for the climate to be taken seriously, protecting rights at work, for Scottish independence, people crossing the channel in dinghies, for those calling out the damage Brexit has done to our economy, to Truss who voted Remain, let's not forget, and frankly anyone criticising her from the media in increasing numbers, both mainstream and independent, to podcasters and bloggers and people like me, I suppose, making videos like this one. It's right out of Donald Trump's playbook. She's seeing enemies everywhere, like some kind of deranged Roman despot. But having caused economic and financial calamity in her first solid week at work, her first month in the job, the biggest enemy of growth is staring back at her from the mirror. Growth is finite. You cannot indefinitely grow an economy. There are limits. The size of the pie you grow is dictated by the size of the dish available. And when that growth is distributed so unequally that you send more people to food banks by refusing to uprate their income top-ups, by limiting the growth of wages so that the growth of profits can keep going up instead, by taxing those at the bottom proportionately more heavily than those at the top, who is the growth for anyway? We've seen scant sign of it for years because Tory ideology is completely opposite of reality of the needs of society. So why, Lizzie? Why should anyone fear being called anti-growth by you? Because being anti-Tory economics, anti the discredited lie of trickle-down wealth, right now should be everyone's responsibility if we're ever to live in a country worth living in again, rather than the miserable existence they keep inflicting on so many of us.